America had its Jeep, England its Land Rover, and Germany had this, the G-Wagon. Like all good off-roaders, it began life as a military vehicle in 1972, before a civilian version was offered in 1979. It has a body-on-frame design and 3 differentials. This thing is a proper off-roader. In fact, in many ways this is the automotive equivalent of Forrest Gump, sitting in the background of every major German event for almost 50 years, guarding the Iron Curtain. Military vehicles, police cars, the G-Class even saw action as a Popemobile when John Paul II visited Germany in 1980. It's never sold more than a few thousand examples each year, but more recently Mercedes has moved the G-Wagon up market, and the car has found its niche as a ridiculous AMG-engineered rocket-powered shoebox. The 6-litre V12 is certainly impressive engineering, but frankly a 4x4 like this has no business doing 0 to 62 miles per hour in 5.3 seconds, and a top speed of 150 miles an hour. 17 miles per gallon and 400 grams a kilometre of CO2 is enough to make you weep, but you have to admire the fact that it exists. And that's really the G-Wagon's issue. It's never found its way into the hearts and minds of the driving public in the same way that the Defender and the Jeep have. So often you see a G-Wagon being used as a family car, mainly because of the crazy prices and the crazy driving experience. Brings out the crazy in Germans too. A man called Gunther Holtorf once spent 26 years driving his G-Wagon around the world, covering 550,000 miles and 179 countries. Mercedes made a concerted effort to move this utilitarian car more upmarket with fancier materials and more premium pricing. That might have worked with the Range Rover in the 1970s, but buyers today, they aren't fooled. Driving one is like being pushed down a hill trapped in a washing machine. The suspension is bouncy and the handling barely qualifies for the name. Going round corners, it feels like you're on a spring rocker in a children's playground. The G-Wagon is not merely retro, it time-travelled straight here from the 1970s. A new model is on the way in 2018, and it looks like we're finally going to say goodbye to this stalwart beast. It's seen a lot of action, and despite it being sort of terrible, we really kind of like it. The G-Wagon represents the good old days. It's the last of the breed of cars you could fix with a hammer and a pair of tights. It's honest, and it really will go anywhere. Its demise is truly the end of an era.